Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're watching from around the globe. Welcome to the 2022 Packaging Innovation Awards Winners Ceremony. Thank you for joining us for this live event coming to you from Midland, Michigan, USA. Now, there were 180 global entries, and today we'll celebrate the more than 24 projects selected in the silver, gold, platinum, and diamond categories. My name is Courtney Perna. I'm thrilled to be your host, and I'm honored to share the stage with Daniela Souza, Dow's Global Marketing and Business Director for the Packaging and Specialty Plastics business. Welcome, Daniela.
Thanks so much for the warm welcome, Courtney. I'm very happy to be here with all of you to celebrate the winners of the 2022 award, and more than that, to celebrate all participants and the contribution that they are doing to our industry.
That's right, we're all moving that innovation forward, that's certainly right. Now, before we get started, I'd like to introduce Dow's President of Packaging and Specialty Plastics Business, Karen S. Carter. She couldn't join us today, but she has an inspiring message. Take a look.
Welcome to Packaging Innovation Awards. Today we celebrate innovations in technological advancement, user experience, and sustainability impact. Thank you to the 180 teams around the world and across industries for your submissions. And congratulations to all the finalists. Never underestimate the impact you're making. Packaging touches nearly every person in the world, or should I say, nearly every person in the world touches packaging every day. We place packaged goods in our kitchens and pantries, in our medicine cabinets and in our offices, in our warehouses and on transport. Our customers and the end consumer trust that the packaging we create will preserve, protect, and perform, helping to keep food fresh longer, pharmaceuticals safe, and products ready for shipment and sale. And the bar is higher than product performance. The expectation is that today's packaging will also reduce waste and minimize environmental impact with innovative designs that are both user-friendly and planet-friendly. That is one of the biggest challenges facing the packaging industry today. And looking at the 2022 finalists, it is clear you rose to the challenge with inspired submissions. You are advancing the circular economy and contributing to a sustainable future by designing for recyclability, for resource efficiency, for increased safety, and so much more, without compromising performance. The Packaging Innovation Awards is more than just a competition. It is a source of inspiration and motivation to exceed customers and consumers' expectations in all dimensions of packaging performance. And that's exactly what you've done. Take pride in your work. In fact, I imagine you've made the selection of the winners extremely difficult for our esteemed judges. Congratulations to this year's winners. Your designs raise the bar for all of us, calling us to learn from each other, demanding that we strive for more, inspiring us to transform what packaging can do for our customers, for consumers, and for our world. Thank you for moving all of us forward on this journey.
Now, as we heard from Karen, the Packaging Innovation Awards brings together a panel of judges from all over the packaging value chain. There's a lot to evaluate. And Daniela, it's my understanding that while Dow partners with the awards, Dow is not involved in choosing the winners. That's strictly the role of the judges.
This is absolutely true. Dow is not part of the panel. We have 14 independent international judges coming from all over the value chain, as you mentioned, and all over the globe. And they have a very difficult task to go through all the 180 entrances, look at them, evaluate according to our criteria, and select the winners.
That's right. It's certainly not an easy task. So let's take a moment to learn who our judges are for this year's Packaging Innovation Awards.
The Packaging Innovation Awards turns to an independent panel of experts from around the world and across the value chain to review every entry and choose the ones to honor at the silver, gold, platinum, and diamond award levels. Our judging panel includes David Lutenberger, Global Packaging Director for Mintel; Hariharan Nair, President of Creativity and Innovations for EPL Limited; Kay Cooksey, Cryovac Endowed Chair of the Packaging Science Program at Clemson University; Brent Lindberg, founder and principal head of Curiosity with FuseNeo. Kitty Zhang, Chief Scientist and Head of Research and Development at Libai Group. Laura Bouyen Abad, Senior Director of Technology for Global Rigid Paper and Flexible Packaging for Sunoco. Ricardo Dunahen, General Manager of Packaging Consulting Group. David Dombrowski, Research and Development, Packing Open Innovation Lead from Haleon. Gutan Bhattacharjee, Senior Director of Research and Development, Upstream Platform Innovation, China Packaging Organization, and Sustainability Leader for P&G. Luciana Pellegrino, Executive Director, Abre Brazil, and Vice President of Marketing for the World Packaging Organization. Tim Sykes, Brand Director for Packaging Europe. Mauricio Aguilar, Research and Development Director for Products at Sigma Alimentos. Marzban Tanavela, Vice President of Sustainability and Innovations and Executive Director for Constancia Flexibles. Timothy Kayati, Managing Director for Placindo.
Wow, I saw judges at companies from all over: China, Argentina, the UK, Indonesia, Mexico, India, Brazil, and the US, collectively bringing a diverse experience to the panel.
Yeah, that was fantastic, really, to see how they are bringing the knowledge of the region that they represent, but also the part of the value chain that they represent. So we had retailers, we had academic, we had producers, designers, all in the same room judging our packages.
So how do these independent judges evaluate 180 entries? I mean, what are they looking for? What do they value?
There are three main criteria that we are looking at. The first is the technology advancement. So what is the new technology that we are bringing in, the new products or a new way to do things or a clever use of a certain material that maybe is around for a long time. The second one is the responsible packaging. So how responsible in terms of sustainability are we doing those packages? So in one sense, like, are we reducing the amount of CO2 emissions? Are we reducing the waste generated? Are you giving circularity or a second life to some of those materials? That is another one of the criteria. And the third one is the user experience, is our experience as a consumer. You want to open up, you want to look at a package, be attracted by it, have a good experience opening, closing, storing. They look at all three criteria individually first, and then they will collective look at this at a 360 level. So discussing in the room, one with the other, bringing different perspectives until they get to a conclusion of how they rate among themselves.
And I can imagine with all that expertise in one room, one judge might look at a packaging and maybe miss a little certain something when someone else says, hey, did you know that it did this? Or, wow, this could really help in my industry. And everyone kind of brings a different perspective.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of the background, the different backgrounds, the different eyes that they bring to the table. Because that happened many times. I mean, can you imagine all the samples going on here, people looking at this and bringing perspectives of, yeah, that's why it's important in Vietnam, or that's why this is the critical technology for Argentina, for example. And I had a lot of fun by being there and witnessing this by myself. And I invite all of you to now take a look at the behind-the-scenes process.
Our judges had a busy couple days down in Houston. They worked very hard this year. So how do some of the judges feel about the 34th edition of the Packaging Innovation Awards? Well, why don't they tell you themselves?
I found the collaboration absolutely fascinating. For the first time, being face-to-face and in the same room with international colleagues was unmeasurable, to be quite honest.
I really felt amazing. I think it was a great experience to share with a lot of packaging colleagues from around the world.
To me, it's a fantastic event because in last few days, we working with the expert. They are very talented experts from around the world. To me, it's very happy and with the passion and gratitude, because to me, they inspired me a lot, and also I learned a lot from them.
I was really impressed by the level of innovation this year, and I thought it also reflected the breadth of innovation across plastics, renewables, and different packaging formats. So I think it was both high quality and also kind of reflected the key trends that we're looking for when we think about how packaging needs to deliver solutions to society and business.
What we saw this year is some attention to the nuances. Seems like a lot of the big changes have happened, but barrier properties, how do I attach a zipper, those sorts of things, making sure that we're not just addressing the big picture, but getting down to the details that will really make a difference and make this new generation of packaging, much more holistic, make it work in every area of transportation, distribution, end of life, from both a consumer perspective, and make it more profitable and economical for the manufacturers to make and run.
From a North America standpoint overall, I was really impressed by the amount of sustainability efforts that are really driving the industry these days for all the right reasons.
I think Latin America is doing very good things regarding sustainability. I think it's very difficult to say one project or two projects, but I could see a lot of different entries from Latin America, firstly Brazil and Mexico, different innovation regarding sustainability. So for me, it was very enrichment, because Latin America is doing a very good job regarding this kind of innovation.
We know that more and more people talk about the sustainability from the product, from the packaging. We can read them in the WeChat movement, and people are sharing their experience in the social media as well. So we can see in China, we saw it's kind of the fashion, especially in the young generation. They want to show we are responsible, and we should consider about the future of the society.
There were one or two innovations that really impressed me because they delivered both the sustainability goals that everyone is looking for, and at the same time brought forward the consumer experience by kind of injecting an element of delight that everyone wants from their packaging.
Bringing a lot of technologies to scale is really important, because that's where we're going to see some big gains. Whether you're a large multinational or a small boutique, we began to see that this year, that everybody is really invested in all the ideas and all the ways to get to better innovations.
It's great for the judges to get back together in the same room to be able to collaborate and take in all this innovation and inspiration from companies large and small. And Daniela, from so many different industries too.
Yes, definitely from different industry. We got submissions and samples from the food and beverage industry, medical and pharma, personal care, home care, cosmetics, agriculture, electronics, you name it.
That's right. Well, I bet you're all anxious to see the winners in each category. So are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Go.
Now, the Packaging Innovation Awards are evaluated on 3 categories: technical advancement, responsible packaging, and user experience. We'll begin with the silver category. These are the packages demonstrating excellence in one of those 3 categories, and here are the winners.
Purition Single Serve Nutritional Powder. Pro-Am Pack USA partnered with Purition to transition their single-serve nutritional powder from a multi-layer structure to a recyclable sachet. The innovative paper sachet offers equitable barrier properties to Purition's multi-layer predecessor, while gaining recyclability and down-gauging the material required in the final package. They are digitally printed to smoothly translate the brand identity to the new structure with minimal adjustments. Lifespan Copper-Based Film. Amcor USA, working with Copper Protec, developed a novel, smart packaging design with copper microparticles added to the resin in the film production, allowing the packaging to inherit the copper properties and reduce the development of microorganisms inside the packaging. BibZip. Amami Agritech Limited of India introduced a first-of-its-kind concept with their bag-in-box with Ziploc, also known as BibZip. A center seal pouch produced using vertical form fill seal is typically the most economical, while Ziploc is one of the most effective and affordable resealable options. This led EAL to attempt to unify both products. The adopted technology of a VFFS machine with automatic online zip applicator offers an effective and economical solution. From the United Kingdom, the Kraft Heinz Company, alongside its partners, developed baked bean snap pots, made from 39% recycled plastic. This allows for improved sustainability while retaining what makes the Heinz bean snap pot so popular with consumers: handy, snappable format, microwave ready, and freshness retention. After use, the snap pots can be recycled through curbside collection, making this a truly circular packaging solution. Danonino relaunched their yogurt brand Ice in Brazil, which features yogurt that can be enjoyed liquid or frozen. The top of the pouch has a spout that is used to drink the yogurt as a liquid. The bottom of the pouch features 2 notches and a laser cut so the consumer can tear it off and enjoy the yogurt as an ice pop. Hexabag Plus by Embaagio in Brazil is a 2-in-1 valve bag solution featuring a paper valve bag on the outside and a plastic valve bag on the inside. It combines the best attributes of paper, handling and stability, with the best attributes of plastic, greater protection. Labelless Bottle Design, Graham Packaging, USA. The PET plastic label has been eliminated from the Danicol bottle, replaced with an embossing on the bottle itself. This improves its recyclability and reduces the overall amount of plastic used per bottle by 0.72 grams, creating an annual savings of 130,000 kilos of plastic. The Simple One. Elpla, Austria, partnered with beauty brand Suzanne Kaufmann to launch a lightweight plastic refill bottle for their top-selling skin and body care products. The Suzanne Kaufmann refill bottle is comprised of 75% recycled high-density polyethylene. The refill bottle has no cap. It is opened by carefully cutting the spout. A tether band is included in the design to ensure that the tip remains part of the full bottle component. The entire contents can be squeezed out and the packaging can be easily flattened and recycled. Natural Frozen Meal Tray, Sunoco USA, and Nestle USA worked together to develop an unpigmented, often called natural, PET tray for a variety of applications, including chilled and frozen prepared foods. The natural, unpigmented Stouffer's PET trays contain 30% post-consumer recycled resin and are also recyclable. Constantia Flexibles, India, developed a sustainable packaging solution for flavored tea with recyclable matte finish transparent pouches. MDO PE offers a high moisture and oxygen barrier to protect aroma and moisture loss. A wrinkle-free sealing area improves the aesthetics of the finished product and reduces laminate wastage. The pouches were also designed to provide consumers with a transparent window and an easy tear experience.
Fantastic work to everyone taking home a silver award. Right now, we've got the chance to chat with one of our winners. Glenn Jordan is the Director of Research and Development at Sunoco. Congratulations, Glenn.
Well, thank you, Courtney. We're really excited to be a silver award winner this year.
And I'm excited to chat with you about it. So let's talk about this project right here. I understand you started with a specific client or a collaborator in mind.
We certainly did. One of our key customers, Nestle USA, came to us with the need to make their package more sustainable. The items that you have in your hands are frozen food trays that are used for their prepared meals. And before we made this change, the trays were in black. Conventionally, they've been black for many, many years. But the problem there is that black is not sustainable because it's not able to be picked up in the recovery facilities that take waste and collect it and allow us to be able to take that material and put it back into making more packaging. And the reason for that is because black is a very strong absorber of light. And the detection systems that these material recovery facilities use rely on NIR, near infrared light, in order to detect what the material is that is being sorted. With the black, it absorbs all the light. It's not reflected back, and so the package actually goes undetected and ends up in landfill. By removing the colorant, now the detection system can see that it is PET, and so now these trays that we are selling to Nestle can now go back into the PET recycle stream, and we can use that to make more packaging.
Anything that makes recycling easier, I love that. So thank you for that. And how did the customers react at first? Because I know that some customers don't like when you change even the smallest thing about their favorite project.
Yes. Well, the customer was very delighted. One, because it allowed them to be able to promote the sustainability of their package. It enabled them to get the How to Recycle Check Local designation. That was number one. Number two, it allowed them to also incorporate post-consumer recycled content, so putting recycled material into their trays, and they could talk about that. Number three was that we were able to remove over 80,000 pounds of colorant a year that go into making their trays, and they were very excited about that as well. So altogether, there was all these benefits, and when you look at being able to make these trays go back into the recycling stream, more and more of these type of containers now get out of the landfill and go into making new packaging. What we've determined is that's equivalent of 432,000 kilograms of CO2. So that helps in the climate change.
That's amazing that such a simple change like color can make such a big difference for the environment. Thank you so much for sharing that information, Glenn. Now, what does it mean to receive the Packaging Innovation Award like this?
Well, we're very excited. We're proud to be part of the Dow Innovation Awards program. We look at this as an opportunity to promote Sunoco's work in packaging innovation, the work that we're doing on material development, and most importantly, what we're doing to make progress towards making packaging more sustainable. So it's a great honor for us, and we're just delighted to be part of it.
Well, it's been delightful to talk to you, Glenn. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Congratulations again to all of our silver winners. Moving on to the gold winners. These packages really stood out in two of the categories: technical advancement, responsible packaging, or user experience. Here are the gold winners.
Packaging Industries Limited of Kenya present innovative soy milk packaging created to provide a nutritious product in order to increase health, combat hunger, and reduce food waste. 260 brands came together to develop Nutrimilk soy milk, produced using non-GMO soybean from Zambia and designed to sustain a 3-month shelf life. It is locally recyclable, and its design allows for the transport of up to 40% more units per truck. Inclusion of polypropylene PCR of flexible waste in caps from Unilever in Brazil. Their efforts started to create value for something that had been going to landfills. With the development of a new post-consumer recycled polypropylene resin made from flexible waste, Unilever managed to foster the BOPP and PE recycling chain to divert waste from landfills and transform it into a useful material for premium applications. Unilever of Brazil also created Cita 100% PCR. One of Unilever's sustainability goals is to increase their use of post-consumer recycled content. Their Cita bottles help advance towards this goal by being comprised of 100% PCR HDPE. They were able to maintain the typical performance of virgin resin and meet the need to develop an extended range of 17 color variations. In addition, there is an added benefit of PCR to provide savings in Brazil in comparison to virgin resin and carbon footprint reduction. Next Generation Smart Seal Fresh Salad Package by Sunoco USA. EnviroServe leafy greens PET trays use a minimum of 25% less packaging than traditional clamshells, and an average of 70% post-consumer recycled content, primarily produced from recycled water bottles. Their Smart Seal fresh lidding film makes the package easy for consumers to use, reseal, and reopen their produce packaging. The lidding film also provides tamper evidence, high-impact graphics, and extended shelf life without the need for a secondary label to be applied. Stora Enso of Sweden created the second-use corrugated box for a kid's bike. This light and thin corrugated cardboard box has a built-in secondary use. When the box is open, compact and securely positioned parts are revealed. Inside the box is a water-based color print that creates a game out of the box. The box was intentionally designed so that no glue is needed. It is ergonomic for the end user as the box has an integrated handle, so it does not require an additional shopping bag to carry it. 100% closed-loop packaging solution for nuts. Constancia Flexibles India, in collaboration with Olam International, developed 100% recyclable polyethylene packaging solutions for a primary food packaging application. The developed monopolymer packaging solution was developed without compromising on the aesthetics, printing quality, physical properties, barrier requirements, easy tearability, and a premium feel-good paper finish. Procter & Gamble of China introduces the Pampers Knifeless Opening Box, featuring 2 push-and-pull perforated tabs. The knifeless opening box is intentionally crafted to maximize user experience while minimizing manufacturing complexity and cost. Recyclable matte PE pet food laminate, Fulmex, Mexico. A specific plastomer was incorporated into the film formulation to enable optimal hermetic seals to avoid product decomposition and biological contamination. The package communicates to the consumer that it is designed to be recycled and directs them to a website to learn how to do so. Akko Spices from Fusionio of the USA. Single-serving aluminum pods are grouped and placed into cardboard carts. The unique form-fill seal process was developed for their miniature thin-walled pods. A hemmed edge on stamped aluminum pods was designed to give additional structure to the lightweight shell. In addition, a gas flush process combined with an all-aluminum structure was used to create an optimal barrier. The empty pods can be easily crushed, dropped into an aluminum can, and tossed into your curbside aluminum recycling.
Fantastic representation for our gold winners. Congratulations. Now, if you follow the awards, you may recognize one of the gold winners as a 3-time Packaging Innovation Awards winner. Joining us now, Vaishali Malde, the Technical Sales and Application Development Manager from Packaging Industries Limited. Welcome, Vaishali, all the way from Kenya.
Hello, Courtney. Thank you for having me. It's nice to be here.
Of course, I'm so happy to talk to you. Now, I understand that 260 brands came together to create this Nutri-Milk soy milk, but they needed your help creating packaging to make sure it could sustain its 3-month shelf life. So tell us about that partnership and how the packaging came about.
So, our collaboration partner, 260 Bronze, we're looking to provide a nutritious non-dairy product to improve consumer health, combat hunger, and reduce food waste. They came up with a product, the NutriMilk soy milk, that was produced using non-GMO soybean that is sourced within Zambia. They required packaging to enhance the shelf life to up to 90 days without the need of refrigeration to make sure that they're able to ship their product to different geographical locations in Zambia in ordinary trucks and store it in kiosks and local supermarkets without the need of refrigeration. The design and technology needed to enhance the user experience by allowing it to reach a large amount of population in the developing country, which otherwise wouldn't have access to it. We therefore used high-performance polymers, EVOH, and UV stabilization master batch to ensure the shelf life of the soy milk was extended to their requirements, and it was able to store the product without the need of refrigeration. So the packaging was designed to transport and store the product without refrigeration, ensuring that all the cold chain logistics and challenges were overcome.
So you ended up with just this little pouch here, which I understand helps you fit 40% more product on a truck.
So we were actually comparing the alternatives and options that the company would have. So they had the option of choosing between rigid HDPE bottle, a glass bottle, and composite paper packaging. And we realized that the cost of it, the economics of all these alternatives were much higher because obviously the packaging material consumption, material-wise, would be much heavier and it wouldn't really make sense for them. So therefore, we had to give them the lightweight NutriMilk soy milk pouch, which was able to transport at least 40% more units per truck in comparison to the alternatives.
And you also mentioned this is locally recyclable as well. What does that mean in comparison to what recycling, as I understand it, here in America or maybe someone in Europe?
For us, locally recyclable means something you can recycle within your own country. So NutriMilk soy milk is actually a Zambia-based product. It's marketed in Zambia. And we were able to collect post-consumer packaging after the consumption of the milk and put it in recycling chains that would then make plastic products out of it. In the other countries around the world, the recyclability norms are based on a lot of different indications on what the packaging is made of and what the material composition is and stuff. For us, as long as you're able to recycle it within the country, it makes sense for us.
And this is your third consecutive Packaging Innovation Award. What does that mean to your company?
We're actually very honored by this recognition that we've achieved with a small team of brilliant and dedicated people. For us as an industry in a developing country, our recognition in the Packaging Innovation Awards affirms that innovation doesn't have to come from first world countries for adaptation in our local developing countries, where in many cases it fails to work because it's not a solution that is designed for the infrastructure and logistics that we have in place. The most remarkable change we see after being listed as a finalist is the change in our client base's awareness. In the past, we'd be presented with desired packaging to replica by our customers, but now we have a lot of clients who are interested in innovative designs that are developed for tailor-made solutions for their specifications and requirements, which is why we end up having such products out there. We've also received increased recognition from our suppliers that are now willing to support us through various development projects. The award also gives us positivity to keep developing sustainable solutions that are localized for our markets and sustainable for the environment. I think it basically helps us spotlight the actions and sectors that we are representing in Africa.
That is so great. Thank you so much for joining us, Vaishali. And congratulations, you're doing great work out there. Certainly something to be proud of. Great job to our gold winners. All right, taking another innovative step up, our platinum category. These honorees have enhancements in all three of the judging criteria. Again, they are technological advancement, responsible or sustainable packaging, and user experience. Here are your platinum winners.
From Integrated Plastics Packaging in the United Arab Emirates, the side-gusseted flat-bottom pouch. This high-quality, gravure-printed and laminated pouch stands out on the shelf with the added benefit of reusability and recyclability. The pouch also features a half-cut handle for carrying, front pocket resealable press to close zipper, and rounded corners. Another friendly feature for filling and packing is the wide bottom open mouth, which allows the product to be filled with ease versus traditional top methods. The Scotch Cushion Lock Protective Wrap from 3M USA immobilizes and conforms to your item for proven protection from damage during shipping, moving, or storage. It is made from 100% recycled paper and is curbside recyclable. With its expanding nature, Scotch Cushion Lock expands to 1.5 times its original length and 60 times its original volume, so you can wrap more and fill more empty space with less material. This all-in-one cushion and filler solution immobilizes your product, keeping it stable and protecting it throughout its entire journey. It stores flat, saving over 80% on storage space compared to traditional alternatives. It can be torn by hand, and its advanced self-locking technology means no scissors or tape are required. Ecotech from Plastiadino of Argentina developed recyclable packaging for pet food. This monomaterial packaging structure comes with a reduction in carbon footprint, the incorporation of recycled content, and a final package that is recyclable. Ecotech goes a step further and offers an interactive experience for the consumer. By scanning a QR code on the package, the consumer can learn about the structure and tips for recycling or reuse. From Skoll IPN in Germany, the EcoPouch 2022 was developed using a monomaterial polyethylene high-barrier spouted pouch that allows for easier recycling. The material is non-laminated. The printing of the bag is done on the surface with inks and an overprint lacquer, which allows total de-inking, helping to ensure a high-quality, mechanically recycled material. With regards to functionality, the closing cap is based on a snap-on system versus threaded, which makes it easier to open and close for people of any age range. The pouch is intended for beverages and can withstand hot filling and pasteurization. SoFresh Active Bread Packaging from SoFresh Inc. of the United States of America. It helps consumers enjoy more of the food they purchase by extending how long it lasts in the home, and offers a preservative-free, never frozen bread. It helps bakeries and distributors by reducing costs associated with spoilage before sale. The result is happier customers, producers, and distributors, and a net reduction of global greenhouse gas emissions. Procter & Gamble from China presents the Air Capsule e-commerce package. This innovation features a recyclable polyethylene film and creative use of inflatable discretized chambers for tailored structural rigidity, high load bearing, and a puncture-surviving structure. It provides blind to content and secure in-place protection to products. It features a tear tab for scissor-free opening and an auto-deflation for easier recycling. Veja Power Nature by Reckitt, Brazil, is a bottle made with 50% post-consumer recycled PET that features a 100% plastic trigger without metallic components and PET sleeve, making it fully recyclable. The concentrated refill cartridge allows you to refill and reuse the bottle 25 times. It uses 85% less plastic than a full bottle and features a QR code that, when scanned, takes consumers into an augmented reality experience where they can navigate use and discard instructions along with an educational sustainability game. Lenore In-Wash Scent Booster Cardboard Pack from Procter & Gamble of the United States of America utilizes FSC certified virgin board and includes 40% recycled fibers. This simplification in packaging material allows for a reduction in material weight by 20% and transportation requirements by 50%. With the move to the cardboard pack, the 360-degree decoration has enabled improved dosing communication and usage instructions both inside the dose cup and on the exterior of the pack. The cardboard pack enables the addition of NaviLens to further improve accessibility at the shelf and in consumer homes. Visually impaired users can use NaviLens codes to improve shopping experiences as they no longer need to know precise product locations.
The Platinum winners are some of the more sophisticated packages. The ones I hear made the judges' eyes widen when they saw them for the first time. They give a better experience to the users, help protect the planet, and sometimes are just really cool and unique. To give us some more insight, please welcome Guido Bianchi. He's the commercial manager at Plasti Andino in Argentina. Hello, Guido.
Hi, Courtney. Hello. Thank you for having me today.
Of course. I'm excited to talk to you because I understand that this innovation project went back 10 years ago. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, well, it's actually a little bit more than 10 years ago when we started working with Dow and Pack Studios in order to create a 100% recyclable portfolio for all the products we were selling. So we create ecofilm that is composed by different brands like Ecotech for pet food bag, EcoSap for dog bag, Blue Pack for shrink film, and different brands for all the products we sell in order to give a 100% recyclable premium solution. Therefore, we started working a little bit more inside Ecotech in the last few years. And we work with R&G Escarlata, one strategic client that helped us improve the formula in order to have this higher quality premium 100% recyclable pet food bag.
And this is just one example of the brands that you work with. Like you said, you have a lot of different brands. Tell me a little bit about the product highlights here.
Yeah, well, in this product, we not only did this monomaterial recyclable bag, but also we improved like the barriers to the humidity, barriers to fat, and like clean beans in the aspect. So we improved the sensorial and the visual characteristics of the bag and also the performance in order to be able to improve, use this bag with same machines and as the non-recyclable ones.
Gotcha. And let's talk a little bit more about recycling and the environment. And I understand this QR code will take me through a little journey on how this happens and educates me, which I understand is one of the sticking points for the judges that they really liked.
Yes, that's also something that we worked because it was not only to give the solution to our clients, but the end user, the final client that will hold this pet food bag, we also wanted to give them some experience and education. So we create this QR code that takes you to a landing page where you get more information about recycling, about second use, and about Ecotech and this really development that how we replace the polyester or metallic polyester and polyethylene to a 100% polyethylene pet food bag.
And I think that's great because I think a lot of consumers want to be more educated on that sort of thing. So thank you as a consumer myself for including that in there. Now, what does it mean to the company to receive a Packaging Innovation Award and to be recognized?
Yeah, well, it's really great. We are really happy in order to be mentioned and receiving these awards because we're really been working a lot. We are from, like our CEO always says, we're from the inside than the inside of Argentina because we're in a little town inside of Mendoza. And we work a lot in order to improve. We are really committed to what we can improve in this value chain that we compose in flexible packaging in the industry. So we work a lot with suppliers, with customers. So it's really great to have this recognition. It's really good to also be able to mention the brand and that people can see that we are actually really committed and we have put on lot of effort in this.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to be able to give you the Packaging Innovation Award, the platinum level. So thank you so much for chatting with us, Guido.
No, thank you to you. Thank you, Courtney, and thank you, everyone.
What a great group of platinum winners. Congratulations. And now, the big one, the diamond winner. This is the package to not only show innovation in all 3 categories, but was considered by the judges as outstanding in all of them. Congratulations to the 2022 Packaging Innovation Awards Diamond winner.
Our diamond winner is the P&G EcoClick box for liquid laundry capsules from Procter & Gamble, Belgium. The patent-pending cardboard packaging is made with FSC certified materials and a minimum of 70% recycled fibers. The pack is fully recyclable in curbside paper collection streams. Its dimensions and design allow for 50% more packs per pallet and reduces the number of trucks within P&G facilities. Secondly, the P&G EcoClick box pack is certified child safe and designed with inclusivity in mind. It responds to consumers' insight that dexterity issues made existing laundry tubs difficult to open. The pack went through rigorous testing with more than 2,000 consumers, including parents, people with dexterity limitations, and sight and cognitive impairments. They loved the ease of opening, the box quality, and the reassuringly loud one-click closure, signaling the pack is closed.
I gotta tell you, doing laundry never looked so good and was so easy. Here to tell us more about the inspiration behind this top package, please welcome Procter & Gamble's Product and Packaging Research Director out of Belgium, Mustafa El-Mihi. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Courtney. Thank you for having me.
I love this EcoClick box. I gotta tell you, the first time we heard this actual click, me and the other producers here in the studio went, ooh. So tell us about the product highlights here.
Well, our new Ariel EcoClick box is the first packaging solution for P&G laundry capsules that really clicks all the boxes. First, it's a cardboard package produced out of FSC certified materials and contains 70% recycled fibers. And it replaces completely our plastic tubs that we had for laundry capsules in Europe. It is also fully recyclable in the paper streams. The second thing is that it combines both being child safe and designed with inclusivity in mind. It's one of Ariel's most innovative packaging solutions ever, responding to consumers who told us that dexterity issues make plastic laundry tubs difficult to open. This one, as you just opened it, is so easy and delightful to use.
That's right, Mustafa. And we talked a little bit about this before we did this interview, is that when I hear the word child safe, I first think, oh, it's going to be difficult for me to open as well, because sometimes it's really tough. But you're right, inclusivity was a really big deal in designing this package. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Indeed. So consumers told us that they find pods or capsules to be the most convenient laundry format. For those who struggle with dexterity or have any visual impairment or so on, these capsules are lighter than liquid and powder formats, and they come pre-dosed. So it was important for us to explore an inclusive packaging solution for our Ariel pods. And with that, it came the challenge, okay, well, it has to be child safe. So how do we make sure that we combine both at the same time? For that was basically the initial challenge that we needed. But what we did was to form a multifunctional team to look at the problem, let's say, in a holistic way. How can we combine both of them together? I can tell you, we tested this product with over 2,000 consumers from across the countries of Europe, including parents with young children, including consumers with dexterity issues, visual impairment, or joint issues as well. And we found that, yes, they are very happy about it. It's much easier to use than the current pack. And as well, we added some visual cues we added some markers, let's say, that is helping visual impairment consumers. These are basically, you can find them at the top of the pack. There is the tactile marker, which is basically the shape of a washing machine to tell visually impaired consumers that this is their laundry product and they cannot mix it with any other product.
Oh, that is really cool.
Then there is the second feature, which is the NaviLens QR code. That NaviLens code can be readable by all smartphones, and it tells consumers that this is the Ariel product with which variant, what size of it, and what's the price of it. So they can read it on shelf, and they are able to purchase it this way. And of course, at home, they can know more information about it.
Of course, and like you said, I never noticed that the visual impairment help there on the top too. That's really cool. But these little kind of cutouts where you kind of just gently squeeze in to lift the box, so it's super easy to open. But hearing that click, let me hear that again on my mic, is what ensures you that it's closed, which I understand helps with the child safety design as well. So I love that. What's the story really behind the innovation process here? How many designs did you go through? How many sleepless nights did we have?
Well, at the very beginning, this seemed to us like a mission impossible because there were so many challenges to overcome. Let me give you a couple of examples. The very first challenge, we were, okay, well, how can we make a cardboard for pods with the high standards of safety that we needed to achieve? Because in the end, it's made out of cardboard. But on that, that's how we formed this multifunctional team that I mentioned before, dedicated to develop only this packaging innovation. And they were working with one objective in mind. It's basically to get this with meeting all the needs of child safety, inclusive design, and sustainability. As I mentioned, it needed to be a cardboard. The breakthrough came when we started with the couple of first designs to share them with consumers and see how they were engaged with it. They were so happy, so engaged, and as soon as we realized that we have something that could be meeting those three objectives, again, child safety, sustainability, and inclusive design, this is where all the team was like, okay, yes, now we can look at it further. How can we maximize it, and so on and so forth. At the same time, there has been a lot of observations on how children are opening this pack or can open that pack. So the way that we have done the innovation is by not only observing adult consumers, but observing children as well, and modifying the design so that we make it tougher for children, yet easier for adults.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for that. Yes. Now, you mentioned it is fully recyclable, but the compact design of it in general, I understand, allows for 50% more product per pallet, which I'm assuming helps with less shipments. You get more each truck, which lowers CO2 emissions overall.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we worked on the design of the packs, the dimensions, to engineer them to allow more products per pallet on shipment, which is definitely less pallets overall that we ship for the same volumes, and accordingly reducing the number of trucks on the road with all the emission benefits that we get out of that.
We love that. So what does it mean overall to be awarded the Diamond Package Innovation Award?
Well, it's a great recognition to be awarded the Diamond Packaging Innovation Award. Of course, it's basically a chance for us. I mean, this overall experience to tell our story, let the judges see the pack with our own eyes, and be able to fully evaluate it. And then later on, now that we have won it, it's a proof that we have chose the right success criteria to react on. And it gives us great joy, of course, to be awarded, and great recognition for the capability that we have done and that we stand for.
All right, Mustafa, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Thank you so much, and congratulations again for being selected as the 2022 Diamond winner out of 180 entries, and deemed, of course, one of the highest level of innovation in the packaging industry. And again, congratulations to our winners and to all our entries. You are driving innovation forward and are a source of inspiration to us all, especially our judges. Before we go, I'd like to introduce David Lutenberger, Global Packaging Director of Mintel and lead judge of the 2022 Packaging Innovation Awards. Hi, David.
Hey, Courtney. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to talk to you, and I know that it was finally being able to get back together with everybody there in Houston, meeting face to face, being able to discuss those details. It had to be a good time for you guys.
It was energizing to get together with people I've known throughout the years, some new faces, but to actually get together face to face, even without a mask this year. But it really encouraged us to dig a little bit deeper, to have more spirited discussions, and it really brought such a new level of engagement to this year's competition over the past couple years when we haven't been able to meet in person.
I love that you say spirited discussions, because I know there's got to be disagreements. There's got to be some judges that like one design for a reason. What's it like back there trying to decide who is the winner? Because these are all experts. We had such a great judging panel this year.
The judges are key to this. I think it's real credit to Dow that they bring in so many judges and from such diverse disciplines and really from all over the world. That's what's key, is we get that input from different judges, different disciplines, whether it's academia, whether it's a chemistry background, whether it's an industrial engineering background, but to listen to these judges and to rely on their expertise in certain categories from certain regions to help us make the best decisions based on a very clear understanding of what this particular technology is, how it benefits the consumer, where it's really a leap in innovation. So we really rely on each other, and having that face-to-face discussion is really important, because it's not just us talking, but we can see each other's reactions, your gestures, how engaged are we with the process and with each other. It's really important, really exciting.
And you mentioned the diversity of the expertise of the judges. There's diversity in design, the industries that the packages come from. But what about the needs of the different regions throughout the world? I mean, this is a global competition. So how does that pair into what you decide for the winners?
The regionality has always been important in the Dow packaging competition, because what may be innovative in one region may be status quo in another. But while we don't select winners based on regionality, we certainly take that regionality into consideration. Does it further access to a product or a service in a particular region? Will it give consumers a new way to enjoy a product? Will it give an end user, whether that end user is someone in a field, in an operating room, in back of house food service, or a consumer, does it engage with them in a way that makes their life easier, better, faster, more convenient, just gives them a better quality of life in their region through that package innovation?
Well, we're trying to make it easier for the consumers, of course, but it was a very difficult task for the judges. And of course, the packaging industry is ever evolving. So what catches your eye? What makes you go, ooh, look at that, when you're walking by all the samples?
I think the first thing, obviously, is that first moment of truth. When you look at something, and because the judges have so much experience, we've seen things from around the world. We've seen things sometimes, for some of us, for decades. When you see something that's a little bit different because of the shape, because of the color, because of something on the pack that catches your eye, whether it's a new component, whether it's a new shape, it forces you almost instinctively to walk over, to pick it up, and begin sort of that forensic analysis of it and say, oh, this is something different. And I see it as being different for one reason, but a fellow colleague judge may see it different for another reason. And that's where that discussion really starts to begin and gets us all engaged. And then you'd see other judges kind of crowding around, joining in on the conversation. So it really, that regionality piece of it is very, very important.
Now, what about advice to next year's entrants?
The more information, the better. Give us the specific details. Don't just tell us it increased usability by 10%. Tell us why. Tell us how. But most importantly, I would think, is if at all possible, if it's not a big piece of machinery, send us a sample. It's so important for the judges to be able to pick this up, to be able to look at it, to feel it, to engage with it the way a consumer or an end user would. If it's a label, if it's a small package, if it's a larger package, take the contents out. Send us the empty package. That's fine. We just want to hold it physically in our hands.
Now, before we go, I just want to ask what it means to you. What did you personally feel while you were walking around there? How honored were you to be there and to be the lead judge? What does it mean to you and, your luxurious career?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'd have had an illustrious career, but certainly being the lead juror for the Dow Package Awards, I think this was my 10th year. It's a privilege for me. It's something I look forward to throughout the year. I learn more in these 3 or 4 days, engaging with my colleagues from around the world, talking about packaging, talking about everything from sustainability to chemistry to design to industrial design to social issues around packaging. It's energizing, and it just fills you up for the rest of the year with information, with insights that you can use with your clients, that you can use in discussions when you're talking to people about the package innovation pipeline around the world. So it's a privilege for me. I will do it every time I'm invited. Even someday after I retire, this will be my retirement job, maybe. So.
I like that. And David, it has certainly been a privilege to talk to you today. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you next year.
Thank you.
I truly enjoyed speaking with all the winners and, of course, with David, our head judge. And right now, Daniela Souza is back with us. This has been such a great celebration of the 2022 Packaging Innovation Awards.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Amazing participation. We've seen very sophisticated packages really addressing the 3 points we were looking for: sustainability, technology, innovation, and user experience. And what we've seen today from our winners is that they're really not sacrificing one attribute to get to the other one. They want it all. And that's the transformation of the industry that we are looking at.
That's right. And talk about diversity. I feel like that's been the theme of this year's Packaging Awards as well. We saw the expertise on the judging panel, the diversity of the designs and the innovations, not to mention where the innovations are coming from all over the world.
Exactly. I think that that's one of the biggest changes. I mean, if you look back in this award in these last years, I mean, we used to see one of the regions developing technology and then the other regions kind of copying, pasting, leveraging and evolving from there. And now what we see is that it's coming really from every corner of the world. I mean, the technology will come from different places. The user has different needs and attributes as well. So, I mean, you can expect the best, the next winner next year to come from whatever industry, wherever location in the world, and whatever part of the value chain.
Well, speaking of other locations in the world, I understand she has some very exciting news for all of us about the 2023 Packaging Innovation Awards.
Yes, we do. Coming to you, the 2023 Packaging Innovation Awards will be hosted from Asia. So that's big news for us, and that really shows this power of the innovation coming from different geographies. And we'll give our judges to also experience firsthand what's happening in this part of the world.
That is so, so exciting. Thank you so much for co-hosting with me. Thank you for sharing your expertise as well. And a big thanks to everyone who joined us for the 2022 Packaging Innovation Awards live winners ceremony. Again, my name is Courtney Perna. It was truly my pleasure to be with you this evening, or afternoon, or morning, depending on where internationally you're watching from. Stay tuned, as we'll be accepting entries for the 2023 Packaging Innovation Awards very soon, which we now know will be in Asia. Bye for now.